Hey YouTube, welcome back guys. It's been a little while since we made a video. Everything's good here at home. It's just spring. I've been busy, work has been busy, and if I come out here to the shop to do something, it's only been for, at the most 10 or 15 minutes. So I have made progress. Let me bring that 7A up here. I'll show you what we've got done. Well, there it is. Our atrocious woodworking is complete. Generator is mounted. We have our flex coupling in the middle, and things do line up just right. So if you guys can see that, but they aren't, the grub screws aren't tight yet. So yeah, it's all mounted up here. It looks really nice. I'm happy with how it turned out on its looks, and we have had it running, so we know it runs, but we can't run it yet. Our plumbing isn't on. Get this out of the way. So we need some plumbing for our inlet and our discharge piping. We'll look in here and we've got that's why I never throw stuff away, guys. It's always paid off in the end. So we've got our tube cutter, a bender, small diameter, some 1/4 inch diameter, heavy walled, but it's annealed. I don't want to bend it too much so we have something straight, but it does bend nicely. Nice little piece of brass and a piece of 3/4 stock. So let me get busy making, and I'll show you guys what we come up with. Well, hey guys, it's been a couple days, but I'll show you the progress that we've made. Well, working on the exhaust side of it. Had everything that we needed, but I did have to order and wait for some 1/4x40 brass 90s from PM Research. And these things are really well made. They're pretty fantastic. So this is going to be our exhaust, and this is heavy walled copper pipe. So I was able to thread that 1/4x40, and there, see. So we have threaded joints. It turned out really well. And then I got to thinking, well, hey, stupid, you're not going to be able to get this pipe inside of here with that 90 on it, and then get your diffuser pipe put down inside of there. So I got to thinking, and a 3/4 dowel rod, center drilled, that will fit right up in there, and it runs true. So we can stick that down in there and use this as a wrench. So all right, let me get all this soldered together and we'll keep moving forward. Hopefully we can get at least this part of it done tonight. If not, I'll be out here tomorrow night and I'll keep going on it. So all right, I'll keep going. Well, we've got our plumbing made, and I thought before I showed you guys that, I would explain as to why I put that 90 in the bottom of there, and how that worked out. So we took just a 3/4 inch dowel rod, we drilled our hole in there, and this pipe fits just right inside there. There's not any room for slop side to side. So in order to have this engage and drive something, I took just a piece of stock and filed an edge on there so it looked like a screwdriver, drove it up in there, and deformed that. This is just a mock-up piece to show you how it worked. I flattened the end of that and soldered it, so when that goes up in there, that will grab that slot. That allows us to turn that into our 90, and then our inlet would be over here. And why do we need a 90 with that diffuser coming up? I'll show you. So here's our exhaust. So if we just ran this straight across, we've got to have a drain on here to catch the condensate. If it ran straight across, it would blow 90% of it right at this tube and out. So with it coming up, it can diffuse, condense, come out, and then run out this tube to be caught. That's why. So, all right, well, there's that one. And while I was at it, I did make the inlet pipe. Same type of setup. So, all right, let's get that 7A up here and hope like hell all this fits. All right. Well, aside from that glare right here, you guys see what we're doing here? So, that's going to fit real nice. It lines up and we're straight. So we know we're good on our inlet piping. And yes, I did thread the end of this here, 1/4 by 40. So let's check our exhaust. Well, I'm going to have to take our generator off because that is going to have to snake underneath of it here, right through this slot. So let me get that generator pulled loose. We'll put our exhaust on, we'll get the generator set back on, we'll get our inlet back on, and then we'll run the engine, and then we'll tighten up this collar. We'll see what comes out of these 2 posts. We'll see what happens tonight. I was getting ready to pull this off, and I thought, well, there may be some of you out there, well, you guys in the way back of the class, if you're even interested, as to how this is attached. Stainless steel, you know, nuts on top. And we don't have enough room to get this off, even though our collar is loose. So I work on stuff for a living, and you know, the old adage, the guy who built it never had to work on it. Well, yeah, I'm the guy that built it, and I'm the guy that's working on it. So these are studs. And in the bottom of our, there, now we can get our generator out of the way. We have enough pigtail. Get our spacer off, and down here in the bottom of our holes are steel T-nuts. So you're not going to strip the threads out of the mahogany base, and we can get to whatever we need to. All this would be easily serviceable. So yeah. All right. Well, let me get this exhaust mounted. Well, we have our exhaust all plumbed, all solid, mounted down here. We've got our drain. So we need to put some steam or air to it. You flip it around. We'll install that one. Let's go. Well, there it is, everyone. It's all assembled. Our coupling is still loose. And, well, I do need to get 2 more brass screws for our base for our exhaust. But you guys can have a 360-degree look at how this turned out. Please leave me a comment down there underneath. Let me know what you think, and we'll take a look at it. And absolutely, we're going to run it tonight. So, all right, let's take a look at it. Well, guys, it's all together. We do have air plumbed to it, and no, we did not paint the flywheel blue. You see right here, we got a shiny spot, so we can use our photo tack. We'll see what it's running at. Let's go ahead and put some air to it. We can listen to see how it sounds. Then we'll take our old 260 Simpson, we'll hook it up, and well, we still have to tighten this, but let's go ahead and run just the engine. Sounds nice and even. Let's slow it down a little bit. Sounds nice and even. Let's stop our coupler. Okay. Well, let's see where this is running at. It says 189 RPM. 190, 191. So we'll say 190 RPM. Okay. Turn the air off to it, and we'll tighten this up. We'll run the engine, and then we'll let the compressor catch back up. We'll run it again. We'll see what we have for output. Okay, well, we got our flex joint tight. We're going to oil everything up just because, well, we're going to run this, and no sense in stopping, you know, mid-run. So, well, the generator. I do have an oiler on our inlet line, so we know that we are supplying oil up to our steam chest. And yes, I am using a different oil can, if you guys didn't notice, but we're not running this one at the time, so if we tap into something, nothing's gonna happen. So all right, let's put some air to it, see if it runs. So now we are running the generator. This is bolted tight. Get an RPM reading off of it. Hopefully. It says 342, 344. So 345 RPM. So, alright. Let this run for a little bit. Make sure everything's okay. Then we'll let the compressor kick back in, fire up so you guys don't have to hear it. And then we will set that Simpson meter right here, and we'll see what we've got. Well, hopefully this is all in focus for you guys. We're going to do this all in one shot. We will zero our meter to make sure. You guys see the needle swing? We are zeroed, so we're going to set this on our 10 amp scale, and I'm going to add air to it, let it run, verify our polarity. It is a DC generator. We have 12 pounds of air going to it. (360 RPM). (360 RPM). We're putting out just shy of 7 volts. So, and that is 1-to-1. Need to loosen these thumb screws. Hold these test leads in. We'll speed it up a little bit. We'll see what the throttle response is. Should have made that stud just a little bit longer. Bring this up so you guys can see it. We're at 7.5 volts now. 7.5 volts, we're running at 405 RPM. I'm going to switch this to 25 volts. I'll bring this back where you guys can maybe see it a little bit better. So 25 volts. I'm going to open the regulator up. Let's let it eat. There's 32 volts. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it looks nice, and we have a functioning generator. So, alright guys, well, we'll let this sit here and run for a little bit. Might keep monkeying with it. I got a couple spots I got to touch up on the paint, because, well, you know, it happens. So, alright, hey guys, I do apologize for the delay in the videos, but look, I love being out here in the shop. I love hanging out with you guys, but if I quit my job and was out here all the time just to make videos, well, I would have to live in the shop because my wife wouldn't allow it, and I don't think the revenue from YouTube would even keep me fed with ramen. So hopefully you guys can understand and deal with it, but we'll keep making more videos. Might be a little bit in between, but we'll keep them out there. So, hey, thanks again. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you soon.